Hey guys, today's video is really exciting for me because we are finally doing my China Glaze nail polish collection. I definitely own way more China Glaze than any other brand. I don't know if I would completely call them my favorite, but if they're close to my favorite. I love how inexpensive you can get China Glaze. They do have some bad formulas, but for the most part I find them pretty consistent. They have amazing color range. They're very readily available. You can find them all over the place. You can get them online for $4 or less a bottle, so that's always nice. And online you can go back and get polishes from collections from years ago too, so you don't have to feel like you're left out of not being able to get a China Glaze because you can go online and find it. This is probably going to be a very long video because when I counted, I had 142 bottles, I think is where I was at. And I'm getting ready to add like 10 more to my collection. But those obviously are going to be in the video because I don't have those yet. But regardless, it's a lot of polish. It took me, I had to film it over 2 days because it was just taking so long and I needed a break, and so I stopped for the day and then I continued working on it the next day. And then I wanted to mention one thing before we get into it. I think that China Glaze sometimes can get like a bad rap or a bad reputation. I've heard from multiple people that they have problems with China Glaze chipping on them really quickly and they can't wear China Glaze because of that problem. I personally have never experienced that. So I really don't know like why it's happening for some people and not others. But for me, like I said, China Glaze does not chip on me any faster or differently than any other polish that I use. So for me, chips just happen. I mean, they can happen no matter what you're wearing. But I don't know like what the thing is with that because I personally don't experience it. This is just an overview of what my collection looks like. This whole rack here, this is all China Glaze, and I have tons of overflow China Glaze sitting right there. And I have a few China Glaze in my Melmer as well. Obviously, I need to figure out a new system. My husband is supposed to be making me a wooden nail polish rack that I'm going to be putting over here along this wall. So I went ahead and I pulled them all in the kitchen so I could color organize them. So this is how they look. I counted I have 142 bottles right now, but let's get into the bottle shots. So these are organized by color. I'm going to do my best to show you dupes that I have and talk about the colors and the formula if I can remember how the formula is and that kind of stuff. So we are starting off with like these iridescent glitters, and the three of these look very similar, but they actually all give different effects on the nail, so I will make sure I include a picture with them swatched over polish so you can see. This first one is Snow Globe, and then this one here is Make a Spectacle, and in the bottle, like I said, they look almost identical. And then this one is Luxe and Lush, and this one is the same type of thing, only it's a flaky top coat, so this one you can tell the difference pretty easily. Dandelion Around, this is a white shimmery polish. It has kind of like a whitish silvery kind of shimmer to it. I do like this polish because it's not just like your normal white. It's a little bit different, has a little bit of pop to it. The Outer Edge, this is a white and silver glitter topper. It's mostly white, but you do see a little bit of silver popping in through there. Chillin' with my Snowmies. This is from the holiday collection that's coming up this year. I don't have the normal tag on it because I got it early, so it doesn't have like the normal China Glaze tag. But anyway, this is just a white 3-sized hex glitter mix. If you saw my review on these polishes, this one is not my favorite. I don't particularly like it, and I don't really recommend this one. And then this you could classify either white or with multicolor, but it's a trapeze. I chose to put it with white because it isn't a white milky base, and then you just have every color of the rainbow metallic glitter in there, so this is a real glitter bomb on your nails. Son of a Peach, and this is a neon peach color. This is really, really bright. Doesn't have the most amazing formula, but the color is so beautiful. We also have Peachy Keen. This is more of a muted, pastel-y, dusty kind of peach color. If I remember correctly, the formula is not too bad on this one. This is Mimosas Before Manis, and this is more of a peachy, corally shade. It does have some of the same color shimmer running through it. I actually really like this polish. Next up we have Flip Flop Fantasy. This is a very famous China Glaze polish. Has an awful formula, but an amazing color. There are a few dupes out on the market now. I do own a couple, but I haven't really compared them yet. I know Julie G Bikini is pretty close to this. But regardless, this is a beautiful, beautiful color. I love wearing this. It's great for fingers, great for toes. This is one of those colors that everybody loves. This is an absolute must-have, in my opinion. This is called Friends Forever Right. And this is, it looks white, but it is pink, I promise, especially out here in the sunlight. It's kind of washing it out. This is the lightest baby pink you will ever see. It is practically a white polish with just a drop of pink in it. Fantastic formula as well. Next up is Wish on a Starfish. This is a textured polish, and this is a baby pink with tons of golden shimmer, and that golden shimmer comes through so nicely on your nails. If you're not into texture nails, you probably won't like this, but if you're thinking about trying textures, I would recommend trying to find this one. This one is going to be a little bit harder to find. I'm pretty sure this was a limited edition because I have not seen it restocked on websites and stuff. So if you can get your hands on it, I would do so because this is beautiful and I like the formula on this one too. Neon and On and On. This one is the pink version of Flip Flop Fantasy. So Flip Flop Fantasy is a little more peachy, and this is just like your normal kind of like lighter pink shade. And then we also have Shocking Pink, which is another neon pink, but this is a more of a blue toned, brighter, darker pink. And to see a comparison, we have Flip Flop Fantasy, Neon and On, and Shocking Pink. So these are all very different shades. I do prefer these two over this one. This one kind of is in the middle. But just so you can see, I mean, this isn't quite as neon either. These two are really neon. This one's a little bit more subdued and kind of a shade in the middle. Shallow. This is a jelly polish, and it is a pinky coral jelly. Not the most amazing formula, but I love the color, and I think this would be great for jelly sandwiches. Pool Party. This is another very bright neon. This is kind of like, it's a pink for sure, but it's like a reddish corally kind of pink. It's very bright. Another polish that a lot of people know about. It's a beautiful color. I think a very unique color. And in comparison, here's Shallow again. So Shallow's kind of the not quite as bright jelly version of Pool Party almost. Here we have Purple Panic. This is another one that I think is a complete must-have. I just wore this polish a few weeks ago and was blown away by the color. In the bottle it looks kind of purpley, but on your nails it does look more pink. It has a beautiful purpley blue shimmer running through it. Really good formula too for a neon. It's a very unique color. Dune Our Thing. This one is like it's a pink cream, but it has a little bit of like a rosy purple undertone to it. Good formula on this one as well. This one is called Life is Rosy. Some people think that this is probably a grandma color. This is like a dusty mauvey pink. Kind of is a grandma color, but it's a grandma color that I like. But honestly, it's not one that I reach for all the time. But if I remember correctly, the formula is actually pretty decent on this one. So if you like shades like this, this one might be one you want to pick up. Strike Up a Cosmo. This is a foil polish. It is a dusty rosy pink color with some golden shimmer in it. This is a beautiful polish, a beautiful formula. Put a bow on it. This is a magenta colored micro glitter. This is a beautiful shimmery metallic polish. As always, has a good formula, as most of China Glaze's micro glitters do. Be merry, be bright. This is a metallic glitter hex mix, and in here is pink, more like magenta and kind of a blurple color. Sorry for the tag. Tip your hat. This is another one from the upcoming holiday collection for this year. This is a berry toned red color. Good coverage on this, really great formula. This is Hawaiian Punch. This is a pinky red color with lots of shimmer in it. If I remember correctly, this one is pretty sheer. Red Satin. This one is pretty close to your normal red cream. Good formula though. Poinsettia. This is another red polish, but this is a bit of a brighter red and has a little teeny tiny bit of orange in it almost, it looks like. And just to compare, here is Red Satin again. So you can see Red Satin's definitely more of the blue-based red. Poinsettia over here is a bit brighter and looks like it has a little bit more orange, a little bit warmer toned. I also have a little mini polish of Ruby Pumps. This is another classic China Glaze polish, but this is just a red glittery glitter bomb kind of polish. It's a red base with red glitter. Seeing Red. This is a brick red cream. So it is a bit of a deeper burnt brick red shade. Fantastic formula, beautiful for fall. I really like this polish, surprisingly. Define Good. This is a shimmery, metallic-y, a little bit of a frosty, cranberry maroon red. Next up we have Riveter Rogue, and this is an interesting polish. I actually think this one's pretty cool. This one, it's like a reddy maroon base and it has lots of kind of like that silvery gold glitter in it. This one isn't a mini, but it's not a full size either. It's kind of in the middle. This is Santa Red My List. This is a foil red, pinky red polish with some silver shimmer in it. Coral Star. This one is a orangey coral shade with lots of silver shimmer running in it. This is a really pretty polish, and I do not give this one enough love, and I don't think this one gets enough attention in the nail polish world. It's really, really pretty. It's a lot prettier once you apply it than how it looks in the bottle. Riveting. This one is an orange shimmery polish. I think it's a little sheer if I remember correctly, but it has a lot of the orangey gold flashes in it. Elfin Around. This is another foil polish, but this is an interesting color foil. You don't see many foils this color. It is like an orangey coral. As you can see, we're kind of in the orangey corals right now, but it does have like that silver flash to it, silver shimmer. Into some oranges now. This is Sun Worshipper. This is bright neon orangey yellow. So it is a lighter yellow-based orange. Very pretty. There are dupes out there for this. I think there's better ones out there on the market. It is a nice color. Orly's Tropical Pop, I'm pretty sure, is really similar to this and has a much better formula. This one is pretty sheer, but this one's also a little bit more readily available and easier to find. So, Orange Knockout. This is highlighter traffic cone neon orange. It is super bright. I know the camera is not going to do it justice. I'm pretty sure Japanese Koi is almost the exact same color as this. I think they're almost the same. Glitter Goblin. This is beautiful. It is holographic glitters and orange glitters, and you can just see the flash of that. It's so pretty. I love this polish. I just recently picked it up, so I haven't worn it yet, but I could just stare at it in the bottle all day long. It is just beautiful. Alright, these next two is Neon Highlighter Yellow, and as you can see, they look exactly the same. And I'm a little bummed by that. That's why I was saying with like that orange knockout, I think China Glaze kind of redoes their colors sometimes. As you can see, these are two different polishes, but it's the exact same color. Yellow Polka Dot Bikini, and we have Celtic Sun. Celtic Sun gets more attention and people talk about it more as opposed to this one, Lemon Fizz. This is a lighter, paler yellow cream. Nice formula. I like the shade of yellow. It's a little bit softer, and I like it better for nail art because it's not quite so bright. Happy Go Lucky. This is another yellow cream, but this is just more of a normal yellow cream, or if you're just kind of like Crayola yellow. Side by side here, you can see the difference. Lemon Fizz, Happy Go Lucky. Lemon Fizz is just a lighter, pale yellow compared to Happy Go Lucky. Solar Power. This one is also a yellow polish, but it has some like yellow golden shimmer in it as well. So this is more of your normal yellow shade, just with the added shimmer in it. Metropolitan. This one is a yellow polish, but it has some orange in it, so it's a yellowy orange cream. Not the best formula, not the worst. I do like this color though, and I think it's actually a unique color, at least in my collection. Classic Camel. This isn't really a yellow, but I really don't have anywhere else to put it in my collection, so it kind of goes with the yellows. It's more of like a tannish camel kind of color with some yellowy golden shimmer in it. So I don't really feel like it goes with like the tan polishes really. I feel like it is more yellowy, which is why I put it with my yellows. Cowardly Lion. This is a goldeny yellow kind of shade with lots of gold glitter in it. This polish is really sheer though. Not my most favorite. And we also have Lighthouse. This is another golden yellow polish with lots of shimmer. I mean, you can see how thin and watery that is, and it's super, super, super thin and very sheer. I don't like this polish really. On to greens. This is highlight of my summer, one of my all-time favorite greens from China Glaze. This is a pastel minty green, but it's like a neon pastel. It's so pretty. It glows on your nails. Grass is Lime Greener. This is another kind of pastel neon shade. It's a little bit darker than Highlight of My Summer, and it's more green. I'll just show you real quick. Here's Highlight of My Summer. It's more minty, so it has some blue in it. This is Grass is Lime Greener, has more yellow in it, more of a green. But they're both like pastel neon kind of shades. Sure Enough. This is more of a mid-tone green, not completely grass green. It's still a little bit brighter, but it is just a cream polish. Really nice shade. I think it's not your normal shade of green that you usually see. Gaga for Green. This is more of your mid-tone grass green color. It actually applies prettier than how it looks in the bottle, and it is a crelly polish. So it does kind of have that juicy look to it, but it's not completely a jelly. This is still very opaque on its own. I really like this color though, and I do think this is a unique polish. I'm with the Lifeguard. This is a bright neon green with some shimmer in it. Not a horrible formula, not the best, but for a neon it's not too bad. Kiwi Culotta. This is another bright neon green, but this has no shimmer, and it's a little bit of a deeper green. This is I'm with the Lifeguard, Kiwi Culotta. So Kiwi Culotta is a little bit darker and does not have any shimmer. Onto some deeper greens. Here's Running in Circles. This is a beautiful flashy green polish. It glows on your nails. The shimmer in there comes out so nicely. Formula is not bad, and the color that you get is just amazing. This is Tremendous. This is a micro glitter, and it's kind of a lighter green micro glitter. It's still a darker green. It's not pastel or anything like that, but it's a lighter, darker green, if that makes any sense. But same formula as the rest of China Glaze's micro glitters. Winter Holly, another micro glitter. This one is more of a darker forest green, and it has a little bit of like a reddish flash in it as well. This is a beautiful micro glitter. I love this one, and it's so perfect for the holidays. Another one for the holiday collection this year, this is Pining for Glitter. And this is not a micro glitter. It's more of a just kind of like glitter topper. You could get this opaque on its own if you wanted though. And this is just all green metallic glitters in different sizes. But the thing about this one is it's kind of like a blue-green. It has a touch of blue. OMG, a UFO. This is a holographic polish, and it's a linear holographic. It doesn't have the most strongest holographic effect to it, and it's really hard to see in the bottle, but it is there once you apply it. And this is just kind of a mossy sage green color. And the last green I have is Holly Day. And this is just a darker green cream. Not quite forest green, it's just a dark green. Optical Illusion. This is a blue-based glitter with lots of different colored hexes in it. It's all metallic, very flashy. Keep Calm Paint On. This is a light minty green color. It does have a little bit more green than blue in it. And it does have a nice silverish white shimmer running through it as well. For Audrey, this is another classic China Glaze. This is your perfect dusty Tiffany blue color. This one does separate a lot. A lot of these colors from China Glaze separate a lot. So I just shook it up, but just so you're aware of that, I have a lot of same color. A lot of the lighter pastel-y colors kind of like this tend to separate more than some of the others. Anyway, beautiful formula, beautiful color. Next up is Aquadelic. This one looks very similar to For Audrey, but it is a little bit brighter, a little bit more blue. And one last one that looks the same, and then I'll show you a comparison. This is Too Yacht to Handle. This is another cream. This one though is a little bit even brighter than Aquadelic. Not neon by any means, but it is just a more of a brighter aqua color. And for comparison, For Audrey, Aquadelic, Too Yacht to Handle. So you can see these two are very similar, but this is just a little bit more bright. And these two are very similar, but this one's just a little bit more bright. So it's just like a couple shades brighter for each one. Do you need all three? Probably not, unless you're crazy like me. Here's another textured polish. This one is called Teal the Tide Turns. This is a tealish aqua kind of base with green glitter in it. This is an okay texture. Out of the textures from China Glaze, this is one of my more least favorite ones. This one is one of those transitions polishes. It's called Duplicity, and this is a weird polish. It has a little bit of a shimmer. It's kind of like For Audrey, but with some shimmer in it. But it's supposed to be, with top coat, it's supposed to be this color, and without top coat, it's supposed to be the one in the bottle. So it's supposed to turn this color when you put top coat on, and it does change colors when you put top coat on, but it's really weird, and it's kind of patchy looking, and I just don't really like it. I'm not a big fan of this polish. I got it on clearance, so I thought I would try it, but not my favorite. Here we have Optical Illusion. This is gorgeous, and it kind of looks like a little mermaidy once you apply it. This is like a green-based glitter bomb, and it has tons of metallic hexes in it, all different colors of the rainbow. Moving into some deeper teals, this is Keepin' It Teal. This is a jelly polish, and it's like your normal teal color. Doesn't have the best formula, but for a jelly, I think it's a really pretty color. For Leaf Clover, this should be a green, but in my opinion, I think it's more of a teal. It is a blue-based green for sure. It does lean a little bit more green though. It is a cream, has a good formula. And we have Turned Up Turquoise. This is probably as close as a neon turquoise shade as you can get, and it does have shimmer in it. Not a bad formula. I don't know if everyone would consider this to be like a neon because it's not super bright, but turquoise is kind of a hard color to get completely neon to begin with, so I consider this to be a neon shade. It's very pretty. I like this one a lot. Exotic Encounters. This one is a deep teal, but it's more green. So it is a green blue, but it's more on the greener side. Very deep and dark. It does dry a little bit darker on your nails than what you see in the bottle. It is a cream. Good formula, nice fall color. This is Tongue and Chic, and this is a shimmery teal polish. Pretty decent formula on this one. Liquid Crystal. This is another one of those like glitter bomb ones. This one is a blue base though, and it still has all those same rainbow hexes in it. Bells Will Be Blinging. This is a blue and silver glitter mix with also silver holographic bar glitters. New Birth. This is the palest baby blue that you will ever see. This is like a white polish with just a drop of blue in it. This one, I think it's harder to tell if it's blue or if it's white. I think this one looks a little bit more white on the nail than the pink one does. Fantastic formula as well. Another from The Giver. This is Capacity to See Beyond. This was one of my favorites from the collection. It is a gorgeous sky blue, but it's like a bright sky blue. It's pretty. I love it. Amazing formula. It looks so bright and fresh on your nails. Sunday Funday. This one is a little bit more blue and a little bit darker than Capacity to See Beyond. So this is more of a mid-toned cream. I really do like this color though. I think it's really great for nail art. It's very opaque. Good formula on this one as well. Towel Boy Toy is supposed to be a mid-toned neon shade. It does have a lot of lighter blue shimmer in it as well. This polish is okay. I do like the color, but it's very, very, very sheer. I don't even think you could get this one opaque on its own. Wait and See as an even deeper blue cream. Very nice color. I like that it's not super light, but it's not really dark either. It's a brighter blue shade. And just for another comparison, you can see we kind of go from light to dark. Capacity to See Beyond, Sunday Funday, Wait and See. So they get just, this one has a little bit more green, this one's a little bit more blue, and this one's a little bit of a brighter shade. Seahorse Around. This is another textured polish, and this is kind of a tealy blue color with lots of golden and silver shimmer in it. Again, like the other textures, I really feel like if you can find it, this is one that's worth it to pick up if you like textures. December to Remember. This is another one from the holiday collection for this year. This is a icy, dusty blue color with a purple and kind of silverish flash to it. It's not a duochrome, it's more of just a, you know, kind of more of an iridescence that runs through it. Blue Iguana. This is a shimmery blue with, it looks like some blue glass flecks in it almost. This is a very sheer polish. It's not my favorite. Splish Splash. This is a very bright blue. I would definitely call this as close to a neon for a blue as you can get. It does have a slight shimmer in it, but you don't see the shimmer much once you apply it. Pretty decent formula, beautiful, a beautiful color. This is one that I really do recommend from China Glaze. Frostbite. This is a deeper blue with shimmer. It's more of like a royal blue kind of shade. And honestly, I haven't used this one in a while and I can't remember how the formula is. What Are You Waiting For? This is a blue glitter with a little bit of green in there as well. As you can see, this polish has seen some love from me. I really do like this glitter. It's very pretty. I like that it has the two different colors in it. It gives a little bit more dimension. Feeling Twinkly, another one from the holiday collection. This is a metallic blue micro glitter. All just, you know, the really small sizes and just one flat color. This is kind of sheer for their micro glitters though. First Mate, this is a navy cream. Good formula on this, very opaque, and I really like this navy color because it's dark enough to be navy, but it's not so dark that it looks black on your nails. Fade into Hue. This is a light periwinkle shade. I guess you could almost call it like pastel periwinkle. And it is just a cream. Secret Periwinkle. This is a deeper periwinkle shade, so it's not as light as Fade into Hue. This one again is just another cream. This one does have a pretty good formula in my opinion as well. And as a comparison, here's Fade into Hue, here's Secret Periwinkle, so this is just they're the same shade, this is just a lighter color version of it. History of the World. This is a deep blurple color in my opinion. Depending on where you have it and what you pair it with, I think it could look either blue or purple. Very nice and opaque and really awesome formula on this polish. It does have some gray undertones to it as well, so it's kind of more of a dusty blurple color. Bling It On. This one is a blurple metallic glitter and a black metallic glitter mix. There's also black bars in here, lots of different sizes of hexes. It's kind of just a mishmash, if I could say that, of those two different types of glitter. All Wrapped Up. This is a blurple micro glitter. I feel like it's mostly purple, but has just a little bit of blue in it. And the last blurple shade I have is Queen Bee. This one I think is like a really true blurple color. It's dark, but it doesn't look black on the nails, but it is a really dark vampy color. Really good formula on this one too. And for comparison, History of the World, Queen Bee. This is obviously much deeper, and this has kind of, like I said, that dusty gray toned element to it. Moving on to purples, we are starting off with Sweet Hook, which is a really pale lavender shade. It does have a little bit of pink in it though, so it's a warmer pinky purple. This is a cream with a pretty decent formula. Lotus Begin. This is a brighter pastel shade. I would call this pretty much just like a straight neutral purple lilac color. Cream as well. Comparison, here's Sweet Hook, here's Lotus Begin. You can see this is a little bit more dusty looking and has some pink in it. Full Spectrum. And this is another one of those where it has like the pinky purpley base with all of the rainbow hexes in it. Hail Me Something. Another texture. This one is a purple texture obviously with silver shimmer. This silver shimmer comes out very, very nicely on the nail. That's Shore Bright. This is like a neon lighter purple color. It's beautiful, it's stunning. I love, love, love this color. I think it's a very unique shade of purple that you don't always see. Are You Jelly? This is obviously a jelly polish, so it's a pretty like standard mid-tone purple jelly. Spontaneous. This is a cream, and this is kind of your mid-toned purple. I do think it's a pretty neutral shade. I don't feel like it really leans pink or blue. I think it's pretty in the middle. And if I remember correctly, this one does have a pretty good formula. Giver's Theme. This is another warmer toned, brighter, mid-toned purple cream. I haven't played around with this one much, so I'm not sure how the formula is. Grape Pop. This one is a little bit more blue based and a deeper purple cream. Nice formula on this one as well. Creative Fantasy. This is a deep, bright purple purple color. Even though it's deeper, it's not like dark looking, it's not vampy, it is bright. So this is Harmony. This is a metallic, deeper plum purple shade. It does have lots of shimmer in it. This isn't my favorite polish. I honestly kind of have a hard time wanting to use this one. And this is one of my oldest China Glazes that I have. When Stars Collide, this is a holographic, so it's just a deeper plum purple holographic shade. Just like the other holographic one I have, it doesn't show through a lot, especially right now the sun's not out so you can't see it at all, but it is definitely there once you apply it. No peaking. This one is a warmer toned metallic frosty kind of shade. So it is purpley plum, but it's has more red in it, so it is warmer toned for sure. And I want to compare it to Harmony. Harmony has, more of like your standard purple. This is a little bit deeper. I actually like this one more in terms of color. I feel like it's more chic and adult-like, I guess, and could be worn more frequently than, what's this called, Harmony. Rendezvous with You. This is one of my most favorite China Glazes that I have. If you do not have this one, you need to go get it. This was released in their fall collection for 2013, and I think this was a total underdog polish. I really feel that this one got completely overlooked and no one really cared about it, and in the bottle it doesn't look that amazing, but this is one of those polishes that glows. It is amazing. Once you apply this, it looks more mauve and low lighting. It looks more of the bottle shade out in the sunlight. It changes colors on you. It just glows no matter what lighting you're in. It's one of those you just can't stop staring at your nails kind of polishes. And I really feel that if you do not own this one, especially with fall coming up, you need to get this one for your collection. Charmed, I'm sure, is a really deep eggplant plum purple color. It's very vampy, very dark. It almost looks black, but you can still see the purple in it. I really like using these kinds of colors under flaky polishes. 5 Rules. This is a very light beige, whitish, taupey beige color. That was a long description. I do like that it's on the lighter side though. I think it makes it more versatile. Community. This is your standard mid-tone brown. Nothing unique. Everyone has a color like this. But if you're looking for a brown, I think that this would be a good one. It has a really amazing formula. Very easy to apply. And it's very opaque as well. Boundary of Memory. This is another micro glitter, and in there it's in a clear base and you have silver and copper colored and kind of brown. Really pretty. This looks phenomenal on the nails. I think an amazing accent color for fall. Pelican Gray. This is a very light gray color with a little bit of shimmer, but the shimmer does get lost on your nails, so it's pretty much just a cream in my opinion. Intelligence, Integrity, and Courage. This is a little bit of a deeper gray with blue undertones. I still would consider this to be heavily gray and dusty, but there is a lot of blue in it as well. Good formula. This one is Release, and this is another gray, but it has a lot of purple. I almost considered putting this with my purples instead of my grays, but I think it's still mostly gray. It is very warm toned though. Like I said, has a lot of purple in it, but it's a very dusty gray. Recycle. This is more of your deeper standard gray. It's still a little bit of a warmer shade when it comes to grays, but it's still just a standard neutral gray color. Elephant Walk. This one is a little bit more of a cooler tone gray. Does have a little bit of shimmer in it, but if I remember correctly, the shimmer does not come out very well at all. So I think it's, mostly a cream. Just to compare, here's Recycle, here's Elephant Walk. You can really see this one's a little bit of a warmer gray, and you can see that I shook them up, but it has like some of the red base in it. This is a cooler one, and you can see it has more of the blue base in it. So they both are almost like color-wise or shade-wise, I think they're almost the same shade. The biggest difference is this is more warm toned, this is cooler toned. Out Like a Light, as you can tell, another from the holiday collection. This color is nothing fancy or unique. It's just a deep charcoal gray color. But I have to tell you guys, I love this polish. I think it's amazing. I love the formula. Super opaque. I really, really like this one. If you do not have a color like this and you want one, I would suggest getting this one from the collection coming up. Another one from the collection, Meet Me Under the Stars. This looks like a micro glitter, but it's not. It's just a black base with silver glitter. It's okay. It's not my favorite. The formula is kind of on it. Another one from the holiday collection. This one is called I'd Melt For You, and this is a silver chrome polish. If you have OPI's Push and Shove, you can skip on this one. Cheers to You. This is a silver foil metallic polish, and this is another one of my favorite China Glazes. This one is really opaque. It dries very quickly. Whenever I want like a silver base, this is like one I always tend to go to and grab. Glistening Snow. This is a very popular micro glitter from China Glaze. It's just a silver holographic micro glitter. Very, very pretty. I feel like this is a must-have from China Glaze. It's just an awesome accent. It's awesome in so many ways, and a lot of people agree. One polish I don't own by China Glaze is Fairy Dust. I don't have Fairy Dust. Everyone and their mom has Fairy Dust, but not me. I do have other polishes that are really similar to Fairy Dust, but I think I'm going to buy Fairy Dust anyway to compare it to other ones that I have. But Shooting Stars. This is an older China Glaze polish, but it is new to my collection. I just picked it up recently. And this is kind of like Fairy Dust, but included with the little silver glitters is also those larger iridescent hexes in there as well. I think this is a really pretty topper, and it's pretty dense with glitter as well. On to some golds. This is Midnight Kiss, and this came out when Cheers to You came out, so this is just the same formula, same everything, just the gold foil metallic version. And I would call this your pretty standard neutral gold. It's not brassy or really super yellow, it's just normal gold color. Angel Wings. This is the gold version of Glistening Snow. So this one is just a gold micro glitter. That's just as amazing as Glistening Snow, just the gold version. Mingle with Kringle. This is another gold foil metallic, but this one is much more brassy yellow gold. Good formula on this one as well. Again, for comparison, Midnight Kiss, Mingle with Kringle. So this has, it looks like a little bit of like larger glass flecky pieces in it, but you can see this is much more yellow, this is much more neutral. Delight, another one from the upcoming holiday collection. This is a gold glitter bomb with holographic bar glitters in there. Twinkle Lights. This is my second bottle of Twinkle Lights. The first one I got had very little glitter in it and was not really dense at all, and this one is much, much better. This is the perfect glitter for Christmas. It is green and red and gold glitters, so it's a micro glitter. It's amazing. I love it a lot, and I cannot wait to use it this year. And the last gold glitter I have is Electrify. This one was part of their core line, but it's no longer. But you can still find it online and stuff. This is just gold and red glitters. On to multicolored glitters. The next few are all the same, just different colors. This is all a Flutter. And this is all just smaller bar matte glitters. And in there is a white, blue, and kind of a peachy orange. I like these because they're not like big huge bar glitters. They're and they're mattes. So since, you know, they're not super flashy and they're like smaller bars, I think that even people that maybe hate bar glitters still might, you know, want to take a look at these just because they are different. This one is light as a feather. And this one again is the same thing, just different colors. So this one has black, white, yellow, and that peachy orange again. Party Foul. This one is black, blue, and peachy orange. And my favorite color out of them is Flock Together. This one is lighter green, blue, and black. Really pretty color combination. This is Glimmer More. So this one has metallic magenta hexes that are a little bit smaller and larger pink and, no, larger white, yellow, and orange. Maybe that is light pink. It's either light pink or white hexes. Glitter Up. This one has metallic, like kind of purpley blue hexes, and then it has matte peach, blue, and white, I think. Or maybe it's that pink again. It's kind of hard to tell. This one is I'm a Go Glitter. This one has matte blue and green, and then it has the metallic magenta glitters. The Don't Be a Flake. This one is my favorite, and it has matte black and blue, kind of like a brighter blue, and then it has like those metallic kind of coppery rose gold looking glitters. Your Present Required. This one has lots of different sizes, and the colors that I see are purple, white, blue, and coppery orange. The last multicolored glitter I have is another one from the holiday collection for this year, Dancing and Prancing. And this is a glitter bomb. It is all kinds of different sizes of hexes, obviously all metallic. It is a rainbow glitter, but what makes this one different is its muted colors. So it's not like this one where they're like super bright. They're much more muted, much more subdued. The last few polishes I have to share with you are all my crackles. I'm probably going to be getting rid of most of these. I might keep a couple, but you know, crackle's just not a thing anymore, and I was never a big fan of crackle to begin with, so I don't know. But this one is Lightning Bolt. It's just a white crackle. I have Tarnished Gold, so this is like a kind of a yellowy, brassy colored crackle. Obviously metallic looking. And I have the silver version as well. This one is called Platinum Pieces. So this is just like a, you know, kind of a metallic-y silver crackle. I have a pink one. This is Haute Metal. And it's, again, like metallic, lighter pink. This one's probably going bye-bye. I got a blue one, Oxidized Aqua, another metallic blue kind of color. And the last one I have is the black one, which is Black Mesh. And I'll probably keep this one too. The white though, this formula is awful. This is the worst crackle I have. I really don't like the white, which is why I don't want to keep it. But the black and the silver have pretty good formulas. So I think I'm going to keep these two to use just for like Halloween and stuff like that, because I think crackles are cool around Halloween time. But the rest of them are probably going to go. That was a lot of China Glaze, I know. I have them back on my wall now, and then down there in that pink box is all my overflow because I don't know what to do with it quite yet. So it's kind of just sitting there. Anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Again, if you have any questions about anything, please let me know. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. My Instagram and everything is listed down below. And until next time, peace, love, and polish. Bye-bye.